Hello everyone, this is Mayank Sanghvi from vlemon.com and I'm back with another Tableau Desktop tutorial video. And in this video, we will learn about different types of file available in Tableau Desktop. For this video, we are going to refer this blog post. The blog post URL is available in the description of this video, or you can click on this notification icon. For this video, we created this sample workbook, and in this workbook, we have some worksheets, one dashboard and one story. We are going to use this sample workbook and we are going to check different types of available files in Tableau Desktop. We will try to create different types of files and we are going to open all the files in different machine. So we are going to use these two different machines. This first one is Windows 10 VM machine. We are going to use this first machine to create all the files, and then we are going to open for personal, group or online training. Contact us. Files in this second machine. So let's see the different types of file available in Tableau Desktop. The first one is workbook with extension .twb. By default, when we save a Tableau workbook, the default extension is .twb. Tableau workbook contains information for all the available worksheet, 1 or more, 0 or more dashboard, and 0 or more stories. Apart from this, it also stores information for connection use, metadata for all the columns used in different worksheet, formulas, formatting, the style applied, and other information available in worksheet, dashboard, and story. To create a workbook with extension .twb, you need to simply click on save. So if I'm going to click on file and if I'm going to click on this save button, or the keyboard shortcut is Ctrl S. On the save dialog, you need to select the location for your workbook. So I want to save this workbook on my desktop and let me name it my first workbook. Okay. The default extension for saving a Tableau workbook is .twb. So let me quickly click on save. Our workbook is saved on our desktop. So this is our first workbook with extension .twb. I want to copy this and I want to paste it inside. I'm going to copy my workbook and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, let me minimize this and let's try to open this workbook in different machine. So this is our another machine. Let me first open File Explorer and I'm going to first copy this workbook. Let me copy this workbook and I'm going to paste it just here and let's open it. You have two options to open this. Either you can double click on this or you can click on File, Open, keyboard shortcut is Ctrl O, and then navigate to the location for the workbook. My workbook is available on desktop, so I'm going to select desktop and then I'm going to select my workbook. Finally, I'm going to click on Open. Our workbook is opened successfully. Now this is first warning. There was a problem connecting to the data source cartoon characters. Cartoon character connection is using a text file. Would you like to edit the connection? If you're not going to edit this connection, you're not able to use sheet number 1. So let me click on no, and this is the error message. Worksheet unavailable. There was a problem connecting to the cartoon characters data source. Let me switch to sheet number 2, and sheet number 2 is using a SQL Server database connection. Okay, so in this case, I'm able to provide a database password. Without password, I'm not able to use this worksheet also. So let me click on close. Now we are not able to see this worksheet also. To fix this, again we are going to click on sign in and we need to provide the password. What if I don't know the password? If I don't know the password or I don't have access to this data source, then again I'm not able to use it. Our worksheet number 2 is now working. If you want this workbook, then the workbook is available on my blog post. You can click on this URL to download the same workbook. In this sample workbook, we only have 2 connections. So we need to resolve only 2 connection issues. What if I have more than 2 connections? Then definitely my work is going to increase. So how to avoid this? To avoid this scenario, we have another extension. The next extension we are going to discuss is packaged workbook with extension .twbx. The packaged workbook is like a normal workbook, except it also stores the local data used in the analysis. It is normally used to share the Tableau Desktop workbook with another Tableau Desktop or Tableau Reader user. If you don't know about Tableau Reader, we are going to discuss more about Tableau Reader in our other videos. To save this workbook in packaged workbook format, you need to click on Save As. Why we need to click on Save As? Because we already saved this workbook. Okay, we are saving it again in different format. So that's why we need to click on Save As. Let's assume you did not save this workbook, then you can also use the normal save. At the time of Save As dialog box, you need to select the appropriate extension. So right now I want to save this workbook in package workbook format. So that's why I'm going to change the Save As type for this file. I'm going to select the second option, Tableau package workbook. I'm going to select this option and then I'm going to rename my workbook. It's my first packaged workbook. Okay, I want to save this file on my desktop. I'm going to click on save and my workbook is now saved. Let me minimize this and let me open desktop. This is our packaged workbook. I'm going to click on copy and then I'm going to paste it inside shared location. Finally, it's time to open this workbook in second machine. So I'm going to open my second machine. Let me quickly refresh this and finally I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it just here, and let me close this Tableau instance and I'm going to double click on this, my first package workbook. Check the difference between .twb and our package workbook is easily opened in another machine without any issue for text file connection. Now let me click on sheet number 2, and definitely for this we need to provide the password. I'm going to enter my password here and then I'm going to hit enter, or I'm going to click on sign in, and our second sheet is also working fine. So this is the second extension. Let me minimize this. And this is the different icon used for different files. So the first one is for .twbx and the first one is for .twb. The next extension we need to discuss is bookmark. Bookmarks. So what is bookmark? Tableau bookmark file with extension .tbm is used to share a single worksheet. So in our previous example with .twb and .twbx, we are sharing everything. But in case of Tableau bookmark, we can share a single worksheet. Okay, so let's say I want to share a single sheet with another team, then we can use bookmark. So how to create a bookmark? For this, let me quickly open my first machine, and then I'm to select my Tableau. Now let's say I want to share sheet number 1. For this, to share this sheet with bookmark, we need to click on window, then bookmark, and then select create bookmark option. Now here you have two options. Either you can save this bookmark inside my Tableau repository, or you can save the bookmark on the desktop. If you are going to save this bookmark inside Tableau repository, then you are able to see it in bookmark menu. So let me quickly save it, my first bookmark, and let me quickly copy this path. And finally I am to click on save. Our first bookmark is saved successfully. Again I am going to click on Windows and then bookmark, and this is our first bookmark. Okay, so let me quickly open the directory, and this is our first bookmark. Let me quickly copy this, and I want to copy it in our shared location. Let's assume we need to share sheet number 2 also. So I'm going to select sheet number 2, and then we are going to select window, bookmark, create bookmark, and this time we are going to select our shared location, and I'm going to name it my second bookmark. Okay, finally I'm going to click on save button. So our second bookmark is saved successfully, but we are not able to see this on our bookmark menu. So if I am going to click on Windows and then I am going to select bookmark, then we are only able to see our first bookmark. Okay, you are only able to see all those bookmarks which are available in my Tableau repository bookmark directory. Now I'm going to open my another machine and let's try to open both of these bookmarks. So this is our second machine. Let me quickly refresh, and this is the icon for bookmarks. Let me quickly copy these two and I'm going to paste it just here. Okay, so this is done. Now let me create a new workbook and let me close this one. Okay, now I want to open this bookmark. For this you can press Ctrl O. Now again you have two options. Either you can copy and paste this bookmark in the repository directory, or you can directly open it from desktop. So I'm not going to copy and paste this inside my repository. I'm fine with this location. I'm going to click on, I want to open the first bookmark. So I'm going to select my first bookmark and then I'm going to click on open. Our first bookmark is open successfully. Now again the same error message which we are facing in case of .tw file. Our cartoon character connection is not able to find the location for the text file. Let me quickly click on no and I'm going to quickly open. Now I want to open the second bookmark. Let me click on cancel. We can also use drag and drop option. So I'm going to select this and then drag and drop here. This is our second bookmark. Our second bookmark is using a data source connection, so we can use it with a password. Again, without password we are not able to use it. Click on sign in and finally you are able to use the second worksheet. One more thing, the bookmark will not store all the information. It does not include parameter values and the current page setting. So this is about bookmark or .tbm extension. Next is data source or .tdx extension. Now in our previous examples we are sharing workbook, we are sharing worksheet. What if you want to only share the data source? Then you can use data source or .tds extension. The Tableau data source file with extension .tds is the shortcut for quickly connecting to the original data that we often use. It does not contain the actual data, but it contains the necessary information to connect to the actual data as well as any modification we made. We normally use it to share the data source connection with someone else. Now let's see how to create .tds file. For this I'm going to open my first machine. Okay, now I want to share this cartoon character connection. To share this connection, definitely we need to create a .tds file. To create a TDS file, you need to right click on this data source connection and then you can click on add to save data sets. Okay, if I'm going to click on this, we can save this data source connection in our My Tableau repository. Again, the behavior is same. If you are going to save this in My Tableau repository, then you are able to see it on start page. If you are going to save this on desktop, then you are not able to see this data source start page. So let me quickly create this first data source connection in the repository and then I'm going to click on this Tableau icon to switch on the start page. And this is our saved data source connection. Okay, let me quickly switch back to Workbook and now I want to save this SQL Server data source connection. This method is same. I'm going to right click on this and then I want to click on add to save data source, and this time I'm going to select desktop and finally I'm going to click on save. Okay, so let me quickly copy both this file in our shared location, and just to ensure and see you are not able to see the second data source connection. Now it's time to open this two data source connection on our another machine. So I'm going to open my another machine. Okay, so let me quickly close this workbook. I don't want to save anything. And now again let me quickly copy both these data source files. This is the icon for data source .tds file. So I'm going to copy this first and then I'm going to copy this. Finally, I'm going to paste it just here. Okay, so let me quickly minimize this. Now again we have two options. Either we can paste these two files inside our my repository, then we are able to see everything under save data source. So let's try to check this behavior. So I'm going to open this documents, my Tableau repository and data source. Let me quickly copy the second one for SQL Server. It is saved successfully and we are not able to see it. Let me toggle it and here our saved data source. So let's try to open this one. So we are able to connect it. Let me try to add country. Okay, so yes, online map could not load. Okay, to fix this issue, I'm going to click on map, background images, country, and let me quickly add a measure. So this is the way to share a data source connection. And let me quickly try the second one. I'm going to drag and drop this just here. And this is our cartoon character. And let me quickly create another worksheet and let me quickly add a full name here. And now we are not able to use it. This behavior is same as we saw in case of .twb. Now how to fix this? In case of Tableau workbook, we have a Tableau package workbook. Similarly, in case of data source, we have the same option. So let me quickly open my first machine and I'm going to select my Tableau and then I'm going to right click on this cartoon character. I'm going to click on add to save data source and then I'm going to select this Tableau package data source. So we want to discuss about this extension. The next extension is Tableau package data source .tdsx. Package data source .tdsx, it is like .tds file. The major difference in both the file type is that .tdx file is a packaged data source. It is a zip file with extension .tdsx. Contains .tds file which we discussed earlier, and it is also contain the local data file. Okay, so let me quickly save this on desktop. I'm going to click on save, and as we mentioned, it is a zip file. So let me minimize everything. Now where it is? Oh, this one, cartoon character .tdsx. So as we mentioned, this is a zip file. So let me quickly copy this first inside our shared location. So Tableau file type, I'm going to paste it just here. And now I'm going to open my normal windows. I'm going to open Tableau file type. And we want to check this cartoon character .tdsx file. Okay, and I'm going to create a copy for this because I'm going to modify the extension for this. Let's quickly modify the extension. I want to save it in zip format. Yes, definitely I want to change its extension, and I'm going to quickly open this with Windows Explorer, and this is our .tds file. Okay, and if I'm going to double click on data desktop, and this is our cartoon character .txt file. Now let's try to open this inside our another machine. So I'm going to open my another machine. This is Tableau. No, I don't want this. Let me close this workbook and we are going to create a new one. Okay, so this is Tableau book 3, and let me quickly copy the tdsx file. So this is cartoon character.tdsx file. Now check these two icons. This one is for TDS and this is for TDSX. Okay, so in all X we have this yellow strip, and in bookmarks we have this red strip. I'm going to copy this one, desktop, paste, and let's try to open this, our data source, and I'm going to drag and drop the full name. It is working without providing the file path. So this is about TDSX file. Now what is the next extension? .td. It is a file with data. It is a local copy or subset of the entire data set. We can use it to share the data with others, or we need to use it for offline purpose, or we can use it to improve the performance. We will discuss more about .tde file in our separate video only for .tda file. Next file type is preference.tps. It is used to create custom color palettes. We can share it between all the users to maintain the consistent look and feel. Again, we need a separate video for .tps file. So this is about different file types available in Tableau Desktop. On my blog post, I shared almost all the file types. If you want to check other file types, feel free to download it and try to open it in your machine. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, don't forget to click on like, subscribe, share it with everyone, provide your feedback, and see you all in next Tableau tutorial video.
Some important URLs.